What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to upload one for you guys because this video we'll be taking a look at an anime that really blew my mind with its magic and incredible world building. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. So a few months ago, I was looking for any kind of anime to binge through. I remember hearing this show being mentioned several times all around YouTube, and once I heard that this show only has one season with 25 episodes, and with season 2 coming around the corner, I figured, you know what? Now would be the best time to watch this show. Now, just to be clear, at the time of recording this video, season 2 has yet to been released. But by the time this video comes out, season 2 will already be several episodes in, so, yeah. But anyway, this anime came out back in 2021 and opens up where we see a jobless man who is very unsettling to look at, given how he is a shut-in and has suffered the worst possible case of bullying. And the reason why I say he is unsettling to look at is because, honestly, in a very drastic universe, that probably could have been me at one point. Here's someone who was tormented in high school to the point where he refused to leave his house, and I feel like I'm adding more to the bullying flame, but there's no way around my initial thoughts on him, because when I first saw him, he kind of resembled a Jabba the Hutt-like character, and man, those flashback scenes are really hard to watch because you really do see bullying on an extreme level. I know it's an anime, but man, those scenes really spoke out to me and it was really hard to watch. But anyway, after doing the right thing by saving someone, he is hit by a truck and is sent to this magical world where he is reborn as Rudius Greyrat. And from there, the story takes off as we see Rudius enter this world with the mind of a 34-year-old man. Wait, what? I know, my thoughts exactly, because as it turns out, even as a newborn, Rudius still has the memories of his past life, which is good because that makes him a very highly intelligent character at a very young age, but also very bad given how he has the mind of a perverted 34-year-old, which often leads to some very awkward moments. Now, before we go any further, I do have to mention that while there are several funny moments throughout this anime that really do get a good laugh out of you, those moments are meant to be watched behind closed doors. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of those moments involve Rudius's perverted nature, which is funny because we're watching this young boy get into all sorts of trouble, but also it's kind of awkward given how inside his head is the mind of a 34-year-old man. So there's kind of a weird balance between these two aspects. But anyway, while the comedy is funny and awkward, the overall story does some incredible world building that I haven't seen in a very long time. And now that I mention it, I think the last time I saw something on this scale was probably Avatar: The Last Airbender. Which is crazy because looking back at Avatar: The Last Airbender, it took about 3 seasons to go around the world, whereas in Mushoku Tensei, it only took 23 episodes, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, the story is very interesting given how there are 2 moments in this show where I was thrown in for a loop because originally I thought, okay, this anime is gonna follow this one particular plot before some crazy things happen and the story is drastically changed. Now, I'll try to be brief and not give away too many spoilers, but I will say that the first time where the story shifts the plot drastically happens at the end of episode 8. From episode 1 to episode 8, we watch Rudius grow up as a magic prodigy where he makes friends with a half-elf child. And when he decides that he wants to go to a magic academy, he realizes that his friend can't go with him because the tuition is very high. So he decides to leave town and head to the city where he becomes enwrapped in nobility culture in order for him to find some work that will pay for the tuition of both he and his friend. And overall, I thought this anime was going to follow this particular plot where we're going to see these 2 kids go to a magic academy. That is until the end of episode 8 where this show decides to have its Thanos snapping moment where the show drastically changes. Holy crap, did that just happen? Well, we can throw that Hogwarts plot right out the window because now the story has placed our characters on the opposite side of the world. and our main objective is to just get back home. Easier said than done, given how two of our main characters are just kids and are traveling with practically one of the most deadliest beings on the planet. But hey, the story does not disappoint as we watch these three characters travel across all different types of terrain and through very different countries in order to reach their final destination. And this is where the anime starts to spread its wings as we see our characters visit different countries and experience new cultures and lifestyles over the course of several episodes. And I didn't notice this until a few episodes in, but this show has multiple different anime opening songs that fit perfectly with every new country our characters visit without ever cutting to a music video that we see in most anime. That's a nice little touch right there, as it not only makes you feel more invested in this world, but it also makes you see that the story is progressing forward without any unnecessary stops. Now, going back to the story, as we watch these three characters travel across the world, we begin to find out that what happened in episode 8 affected a lot of characters that we met prior to the event, including Rudius' family, which ultimately leads to the second change of course for the plot. And now that I think about it, it's not really a change of course for this season, but ultimately sets you up for the main plot of the second season, where our main objective now is to find our mom, who is somewhere around the world. And with season 2 currently running, I am very excited to see the new places we're going to visit and the new characters we're going to meet. Overall, I really loved watching this anime because from start to finish, you really do go on an adventure that takes you around the world. And while the humor is funny, but also very awkward, the character development of Rudius is something special as you watch him embark on a coming-of-age journey. If you're looking for something to binge through, I highly recommend you watch this show, as it only has 25 episodes in its first season, and with season 2 currently airing, now would be the best time to catch up on this series, as it really is magical and does some world building that we haven't seen in a very long time. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. That was my overall view on Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can always updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.